Hey, Jacob Lenhoff. So you want an interview? I'll go into a few things. First of all, you want to know how a dexter, a right-handed Nietzschean noble works. There are three lines. Nacha, your pronunciation, his Nietzsche of Germany, Moore, such as Alan Moore of England, and Red Owen of Ireland, Constantine Drake. Now, I'll tell you a trick we can use sometimes. Usher is called a pig. It's a southern form of British intelligence being the Irish division. We all got enslaved in Ireland to working for Britain for this. If you try to get away, you'll get a movie or a book. I got Harry Potter, and they write it out in Irish country, Amish country, whatever it is. Austria, ales and pilsners. Britain, the shingles on your roof and the yacht wood. And what if you go to a college? The Amish designed it and all those other guys. MLA, owl format. Your textbooks K through 12, you're in them if you worked for Britain. British Navy, you're Aryan Jewish. You're Arabic Caucasian English. You're the British Army, you're native, you have the round head. But what are you doing? You're pure English, you read the tabloids, the Inquirer. I read the World Weekly News, I'm crazy. I watch Comedy Central invented by Cheech Marin. So let's go on to Usher. Now there's a syndrome called a Tay-Sachs. Normally, the British and the other guys like the Sods and the Iowas and the Cree and the native shamans, the Chinese Kowloon, same thing as the Azteca priests, MS-13. You know, the Royal Confucians, the Noahim, the Japanese Emperor, and Tojo and those guys. They're different from the Jews, the proper Jews, the shellfish allergy, the sons of Isaac. You see, we don't got the gallstone thing in our gallbladder. Our liver burns out eventually, even with ninjutsu or Knights Cavalry. We drink beer and the spleen explodes. It ain't the liver. People try to steal my liver and the FBI, their brothers on heroin, steal Lyndon Byers' liver. Fuck it. Because I smoked opium. That's like the CIA or a bank teller. Eagle Scouts, Michael Moore, he smoked opium. He doesn't know he agrees with Milton Friedman. Rage Against the Machine, classical and neoclassical economics, they're down with it. You gotta research it before you put it in your business economist. Because that means if you lose your book, you've lost money. But if you get a new loan for new money, even a Chapter 11, especially prior to bankruptcy, you make money. The cops don't care. You can keep doing it. It's how society works. Where's the money coming from? The farm. They've done the same thing out there. The actual Jews, the farmer, for thousands of years. It's called God, creationism. Animal and plant husbandry. Don't tell them about evolution. That ain't for the farmland. The farmhand and the farmland ain't in charge. That's for the boss. You don't worry about it. You get women with corn-fed titties. They may go to a university. Come back to be a teacher out in the Midwest. UFO, flying saucers. That's the Philistines, Yemen. I got a kid out in Russia, Jenny Quinn. She's working on Chatterbait. She blew up a Ukrainian sniper with a saucer and a Ford air controller. My model wins because I wanked to her. That's right. Your kid's a prostitute. You gotta support her career. She's a daughter. Listen to that, men. There are 3 classes of daughter. You fantasized. She's fine. She gets ding-dong ditched. She's a hoe. She ding-dong ditched somebody else. She's a serial killer. Drop her out of cheer squad and have her hypnotize somebody. Have her pick Eric Cartman, but not if he's an anti-Semite. You get yourself a free CIA agent. So let's go on to your other question, chemical yields. What's this? Well, if you come up with a simple high school equation on chemistry called the Mendeleev table, you can understand any type of chemistry based on whatever the teacher tells you. Planck theory, Democritus, who cares? You figure it out in college. But alchemy is illegal. That's how you make a car bomb, a petard, the French term, the F-bomb. Islam invented the F word. If I screw you on a deal, you can't fuck me up the ass. But what's that mean? Is it literal? Or is it context? Or is it a matter of speech? But the F-bomb is violent, France. Why'd you mess up Beirut? Keanu Reeves is from there. Canadian, he's from Lebanon. That's the Japanese corridor into the middle world. Hamas, that's the Kurds. That's Robert the Bruce, like in your favorite movie Braveheart. This is how I remember things. I push my finger to my skull. Look at that. We actually had an actor from the Bruce's family playing Robert the Bruce, a real-life Turkish Jew playing the Irish, the Glasgow Smile. We had Mel Gibson playing William Wallace, and we had King James playing Longshanks. How William Wallace took over the entire empire with a hand job and anal rape. He's Ottoman Turkish. The more you rape him in the eyes, the arm to here, elbow to shoulder, or in the anus, male or female, the more you sympathize with him. Any Turk but the Ottoman, guess what? Bred in with the nobility. Sick, aren't they? They invented the military officer class. They do one thing their entire life to elect a captain. A capo, the mob term. Not German. And that guy has to fail at the job for them to win. But he has to make money. Where's my money? I don't care. I'm part Turkish. And I'm part Bruce. I'm a Tetcher. Morgan Teach, that's a journalist. Reporting on Edward Thatch, Captain Blackbeard. All the same guy. I don't want to be King of England. I just hang out here. I killed my own last name and bred in. The Bombardiers? Bombardier, it's Bombardier. Learjet, cotton tobacco filter, oil rig, pension fund, Chinese pharmaceuticals, drug running NASCAR, hot women from paper planes, videos, bad girls, MIA, watch it, #1 fan. That girl invented a female NASCAR drug. Texas State Police stole it, but for women. Stay out, man. It's for the ladies. They got to take the hijab and burqa off when they pulled in the grand, the money. How is that for women's lib? So what happens if you figure out alchemy, dude? They put you on a phosphate, like Abilify. But if you practice ninjutsu, Knights Cavalry, you're immune to mortal sins, you do whatever, guess what? It doesn't do nothing. Skitzes out your brain a little. Zyprexa, I invented that for prize fighters. Evander Holyfield is a serial killer. That's why Mike Tyson bit him. Technically speaking, Tyson's line, he's supposed to impregnate with his vagina a serial killer into him to bind them out. Bungala, the Pen Pal Club, the Phantom, the comic book from Ace Comics. But a prize queen, a beauty queen, that's a serial killer. Now Mike Tyson's confused. He could have killed Evander Holyfield in the ring, so he had to bite him. Big props, Tyson. Congolese Detch, much respect. I loved your show. I don't got a lot of time for video games and movies. I played Firaxis 73 hours for ASCII. ASCII's proper name, I'm drunk, I'm in. But guess what? I had 22 civilizations and 41 nation states. So for your final question, how do you combine Usher, the Nietzschean thing, the pig, undercover in the Ku Klux Klan, the gang leader, with the curly whites, the Jacobin Mugatu, and the Irish Jew and the Swartz, Carnegie? Simple. You make a rumor that the National Socialists, the Cult of Longinus, and the Ku Klux Klan, the Tennessee Valley Authority, don't like each other. That way, the kid that they pick goes to a comic book town, a Globe Theater town. That's Daniel Vineyard. If he gets lice, he shaves his head. Higher stakes. He planned it. But that way, it all gets written to comics. And the death of Marat, the painting made by Kurlowitz for inventing a new medical technique. Hey, you want cigarettes, nicotine for your heroin overdose? Right here. And Carnegie, the guy that makes ID software to make Doom. You like Lost? Everyone on the plane is a Carnegie. Canadian Mounted Patrol. They end up in the same room having sex. Kurlowitz, Mo, Larry, and Curly paints a picture with Andrew Carnegie as Dale Carnegie. How to win friends and influence people. Then they're gay in the closet. Do they die? It's a Tay-Sachs. Nope. They just go about their business. So thank you, my friend, for asking for a video.